it's not just Amazon merch. That you said that was a good place to get started. Talk about print on demand overall, because it's not just t-shirts.
When Nathaniel started doing this, he started having some success. It was very spotty.
Uh-huh.
He is a designer at heart. I am more the analytics and like the keyword side of the business. He,
Mm-hmm.
I think, was just shooting in the dark, getting started, taking action,
Sure.
massive action, having some success, but it wasn't consistent. He asked me to look at what he was doing. I, at the time, was doing private label. I was like, I don't
Uh-huh.
have time for this. I got other
Yeah.
better things to do. But he had an idea, went to work, came home, put the idea up, and had sales within 24 hours. And that's when I was
Wow.
like, let's spend a little bit more time on this, because that's fascinating. Like, not
Yeah.
the fact that it sold once, but it sold like a couple of times in a
Yeah.
day with
Yeah.
just an idea off the top of his head. With
Sure.
If you've sold online, you know that it takes time. You got to go purchase the thing, you got to get it in. If you're doing this shipping yourself, you got to set everything up and do the shipping, or you got to ship
Yep.
it into Amazon. It just takes time. And with
It
private
does.
label, the fastest I was able to do anything was like a month
Yep.
turnaround. I was like, oh, I'm crushing it. If I can do that, I can do 12 new products every year.
Right.
And then when Nathaniel had that success, I was like, we need to think about this a little differently. Like,
Yeah. Oh, and real quick,
what
let's
is
be thinking, well, I mean, no big deal if I'm making 10 cents a shirt. What would be, and I know you can price it wherever you want to pretty much. I know there's limits and minimums, but talk about where most shirts are real quick, what the average profit on a shirt would be.
I would say $5 for merch, correct?
Yeah.
The pricing changes every once in a while. Merch now offers more than just shirts, which is why I think we really went into POD, because there's a lot more products. But after Nathaniel had that success and I started looking at his account, we started working a lot more closely together. So instead of me telling Nathaniel what to do, we started really working together, where it was like he had ideas, then I would help him with the keywords, and then we would like better figure out how to launch these products, and then start having a lot more success, consistent success, where we could actually scale the business. But after that, I was like, hey, this is great. We're selling a lot of shirts, but what else is this print on demand thing? And then Nathaniel started breaking it down. It's pretty much anything that you can go to what are those companies called where they print your
Promotional company?
promotional companies. Pretty much any promotional company product is a print on demand product.
Yeah.
There's a company now that will offer that as a print on demand. So you can come up with a design and sell it on pens, water bottles, hats, shirts.
Wow.
It's almost limitless now, the amount of products. So we would take interesting niches that we were going after as far as shirts, and then building POD product lines. That way we'd have no inventory and we could just test the market. Is this cat idea a good idea on more than just shirts? And then finding that it was, and it's very successful. We've grown a lot more now. So it's not only on Amazon, we're actually going off of Amazon and building brands around that.
Yeah, because you said something here, so this is powerful, and you didn't quite say it, but you did say it all without saying it. Is that so, Nate, you're an awesome designer, but you can have the most gorgeous design in the world. If people don't know how to find it on Amazon, it's not going to sell a single time. And so you have to have keywords associated with that design that people on Amazon are typing in. And so that's how you guys worked so well together, because Stephen, you're the analytical side, thinking about keywords and what people are typing in. And Nate, you're over here doing the creative stuff and making these beautiful designs. And so, guys, this is the power of it. It comes down to the keywords. And so once they find, so let's say they always use the example on their webinars, Taco Cat. So let's say that, I guess that's a popular thing. I don't know why, but Taco Cat is a keyword that's trending. You can go online and find shirts with Taco Cat on them. Think about, okay, it's selling on t-shirts. What else might my customer be interested in? Do you think somebody who loves tacos and cats together would be interested in it on a mug or on a pin or a hat or on a backpack? Possibly, yes. And so these guys are then building out that whole niche once they find a popular keyword that's working on the shirts, and then, well, what else could it work on? And that's what you guys are doing. And it's so stinking powerful. So Nate, let's go into what we chatted about on the break.
Just that this is like kind of the tip of the iceberg.
It is.
For print on demand. We've talked about these products and selling on Amazon, but like Stephen started saying, like, we're doing this now in a much higher capacity of not just apparel, but a bunch of other products, and not just on Amazon, but actually our own websites.
But it's because, and this is what's beautiful about this, that you were able to test it on Amazon for free. And so, guys, what that's cool about is they didn't have to think, oh, well, you know what? Let's think of Taco Cat. Let's put up a beautiful website, our own website at our own expense, and I hope that this works. They tested it out on Amazon. They proved the concept. And now they're thinking, okay, this is working. Let's build a whole website around Taco Cat or whatever else seems to be working, but they were able to test it out for free, and they're always testing new ideas.
Yeah, so that's probably a powerful thing to touch on, is that I did start print on demand with $0 invested. Like, this was just a complete idea. I applied for the account, I got into it. And now we have scaled up to this point where we're able to do, awesome things like partnering up with some pretty big brands and providing websites for them that they're driving a ton of traffic to. They have, products that are pretty wild on there that, aren't just regular t-shirts that you're printing in like just this print space. So there's a lot of cool things that can develop from this. And that was kind of, the heart of why I started Print on Demand, or really the first success that I had was partnering up with like churches and nonprofits in my area. And now we're doing that same thing, even though we've expanded the business so much. But now instead of just, hey, we can get you shirts on Amazon, it's, hey, let's build out products that are actually useful for your community and build you a website where you can host all that stuff and you are in full control of, the messaging that's set over there. You can drive people certain other places. You can ask for donations. You can do all these crazy things on the backbone of Shopify that we're using to create these websites. And
you're doing that because you already know that audience is going to purchase. So for example, you come up with a Taco Cat design, you're hoping that people find it and buy it. With going to a church, you know that, hey, if they're helping you design that shirt and they're going on a mission trip next summer, you automatically are going to have 100 different sales of that one product. So, going in, it's going to be worth your time. Plus, a lot of times, guys, you guys know this, you can charge a setup fee for all of your time involved in getting that essentially set up. And all you got to do is upload it to Amazon, to Merch, their platform. But then now you're also talking about building a website for that church, and you could totally do that too.
Yeah, people with audiences. We love working with people with audiences. It seems like being a influencer takes a lot of time, and then to monetize that, most of that is going towards affiliate links.
Yes.
We feel like there's a better option.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much time we have left in this segment.
A minute and a half in this segment.
Okay. Well, very quickly, I just wanted to give a bigger picture of what me and Stephen do. We kind of be branches of our business now. The branch that I'm excited about and what I'm putting most of my time into is the client stuff. So going out, finding people who can find our services useful and making sure that they have something custom fit for them that's going to work for their audience. We have, our personal business that we're running of, actually selling these products, of running the print on demand business where we have people actually working underneath us. So it's not just me doing the designs anymore. We have a full team that's creating designs, and Stephen has a team of people finding places that we want to put these designs. And then the last branch that we kind of have is what Stephen's talking about, which is like consulting and working with people one-on-one to see what these opportunities look like. Even if you don't have an audience, how can you make this business model work for you? So those are kind of the three places that we're putting our time. And I think it's so beautiful because we get to do things that we're passionate about and use our skills where we see applicable. Like, I still help Stephen on a daily basis. He still helps me on a daily basis. But I'm kind of in charge of the client work and what that looks like, and get excited about work every day as I'm going and doing it wherever I'm opening up my laptop that day. So
right. Guys, we're going to dig into this. You mentioned a couple things, and we got a couple things we want to share of how, if you're sitting listening to this and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. Maybe you have a merch account and you have no clue what to do with it. We have an option for you. And also this agency idea of working with influencers and people have audiences. We'll touch on that in the next segment. So guys, we'll be right back.